Hello, everybody, and welcome to my kitchen on the Oregon coast. Today I'm going to be making Chico stick cookies.
Yippee!
If you grew up anytime, like probably before the 2000s, probably know what Chico sticks are. They're kind of a peanut butter coconut candy and one of my favorites as a kid. And so I haven't been able to find them in the market. Gosh, it's been a while. Retro candy outfitters where you can still find things that are almost like misprints or out of print candies, which I don't know why a candy would be in print, but you know what I mean. Like,
I feel like there is a website dedicated to that.
yeah, because there are candies that you just can't find in the market, but for some reason there's like a small stash of them somewhere. And I remember finding Necco wafers like that for a while. And that was another like core memory of mine when I was a kid. Like my dad would get paid on Fridays. He'd take me to Licorice Pizza. I would get a new record or 45 and then a little pack of Necco wafers and a magazine. And that would satisfy me for like the weekend. I would be like hanging out on my bed, listening to my new record, looking through my magazine, eating my Necco wafers. And that was just a whole thing too. But yeah, Chico sticks. Yeah. Core memory of mine from when I was a kid, and I just really loved them. And I don't really understand why they're not something that you see much anymore, because it's kind of a winning combination. I mean, you can't really go wrong with peanut butter and coconut unless you have an allergy. In that case, my heart goes out to you. I know a few people with peanut allergies, and
or coconut allergies even.
Well, yeah, coconut can also be an allergen. Eggs can be an allergen. There's lots of things that people can be allergic to. I mean, it's just, is what it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by mixing my eggs. I have 2 eggs here. I'm just beating them. I'm trying to break up the albumin as much as possible before they go into the rest of the mix. That's really key because you want very liquid eggs. This is really one of the only liquid components to this. I'm also adding my flavorings to this. And I've got, this is Mexican vanilla. I actually got this at the Mexican grocery store. Let's see. And then I've got some coconut emulsion. And it looks like that's the last of that because I really love coconut. It is, yes,
Delicioso.
One of my favorite flavors. All right, so we've got that. In this bowl, I have 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 cup of sugar. And to that, I'm going to add 1 cup of peanut butter. My bestie is very allergic to peanuts, unfortunately. And when I know she's coming to my house, I make sure to really do a good scouring and make sure that all of the peanut products are way gone. So far it's been okay.
Thick Adams peanut butter.
Yeah, this is the pure stuff. I've never tried it with an emulsified peanut butter, so I don't know how it would turn out that way. And this is actually one of those recipes where you don't want to overmix this. If you overmix it, you're going to end up with a weird oily mess. And I found that out several years ago. Oh. All right, so we've got that. To that, I'm going to add, this is raw coconut butter. And it's the Artisana brand. I've been using this jar for a while. Figured this would be a good way to use it up. And it tastes wonderful. It's very white chocolate-like, which I really love. And it adds just a little bit of something.
It's got very similar notes of white chocolate.
Yeah, it's not quite as smooth as white chocolate, but
it's unrefined.
Yeah. It's very good. It smells really good. It smells amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite things. So we've got that going in. And I'm just going to, I really like this beater because it has silicone on it. And so it's really great for scraping the side of your bowl if you need to. Next going in is the eggs. And what I love about this recipe is it's super, super easy mode.
Only a few ingredients.
Yeah. Kids can make it.
With adult supervision, of course.
Well, yeah, I mean...
Unless you allow them to use the microwave.
There's really nothing, there's nothing in it that even...
Or a toaster oven.
Yeah, the oven is probably really the only element that is...
Not very good for children to use.
Yeah.
In the moment.
I'm sure it's fine. I've been baking since I was like 6 years old, so...
I think the first time I used the oven, I was like 9, and I used it to toast some bread.
Mm-hmm. All right. This is unsweetened desiccated coconut that I'm putting in here, and I'm adding half of a cup.
It's funny.
I may actually add a little more even, because...
Yeah. When I was a kid, I would...
a little more.
I would make my own, like, cheesy toast. Like, I was, like, probably 5 or 6 when this happened. I was in the kitchen, and I don't know where Mom or Dad were, but...
Okay. So I need to...
Yeah.
This is the finished dough, but we're going to allow this to sit for about 10 minutes before we make it into balls of dough.
All right.
So we'll be back in a few minutes. So we're back, and I am just getting these onto a cookie sheet now. This is a very well-seasoned cookie sheet. It's also kind of the kind of cookie that has a lot of oil in it. So...
they will spread.
They will spread, but they also probably won't necessarily stick to things. So I'm only doing a few at a time just to kind of gauge spread on them to show you how much they spread. And get that up. I think I can get a couple more on here actually. If I do like this.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe one over here. But one of the important steps to this is allowing it to rest for a little bit because the coconut is going to soak up some of the moisture that's collected. So we're just going to start off with these and we'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, so these cookies baked for about 10 and a half minutes total. They've spread quite a bit. And I'm going to try one because I have to. And my camera lady will also try one.
They're nice and soft and warm.
Peanut butter, coconut. I mean, what's not to love? These are so good.
How could it go wrong?
Right. So make these for your Valentine. As long as they're not allergic to peanuts.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Yeah. No, they're really great.
You can also use different nut butters if you want.
You can totally use different nut butters. You don't have to stick with peanut butter. This recipe will work with just about any other nut butter. I've done it with cashew butter before, and it's come out pretty nice. Almond butter. I've never tried it with walnut butter or pecan butter. They might be a little too oily for this. I'm not totally sure. But
walnuts have a lot of oil.
They do, and I'm not really sure if they would taste very good this way. But you could try it and report back to me and let me know. Anyway, I hope you give these a try, and I will see you again soon. Like, share, subscribe. Love you.
peanut butter.